Hi, welcome to Cooking with Levi, the long-awaited sequel. Today, we will be making omelets. I'll show you how. First, going to need some eggs, because that's the first step in an omelet. You need some peppers, bell peppers, so they're not spicy, an onion, baby bell mushrooms, Johnsonville brats, you'll see where those come in, Tabasco, and other seasonings of your choice like parsley, and cheese, pepper, and some ham. We're going to start with our meat for the omelet. We are using brats because they're pretty much little sausages, and if you split them open, like just make a small incision right there, the layer of skin comes off just like that, and you're left with just the brat meat, which is pretty much pork. Then you have this on a little bit of pan cooking spray, just in case. The grease should do most of the work. And break it up into little bits as you throw it in the pan. Don't have it too hot or it'll cook too fast. Just throw it in little bits at a time. And eventually I'll do it with the rest of those. Again, just take a little piece up. And once it gets harder and starts cooking, we'll take our spatula and chop it up a bit more to turn it into more of ground up meat and cook. And I can just use as much food as possible. Okay, so we're gonna just keep chopping it up while it's in here so it cooks. Gotta flip it too so it cooks on all sides and just doesn't cook on one side. Or else you'll have raw pork, which will make people sick. It's pretty basic and easy stuff right now, but we will develop into more as we go on. As I'm cooking, I have my sleeves rolled up so I don't, first off, don't get my shirt dirty, and just to keep my clothing away from flames or sizzle. That's mostly it. You have to use more than just one sense while cooking. First, you want to hear it sizzling, so you know it's cooking well and not lying fingers. When you use your nose to make sure it's not burning, you can just smell it. Ooh, listen to that sizzle. It's very nice. And you need to use your eyes to see that it's brown and doesn't have red spots in it to show that the meat is cooked and not raw. Keep mixing it though. It's kind of hard to burn this, so you should be good. Don't be afraid to cook it a little bit extra. That's all you need to know. We'll be moving on to the vegetable section of our omelet, which will be good. To bell peppers, you put your finger in the top and you peel it apart ever so gently, so you can take out the seeds, because those are pretty much no good. Now to hold a knife, you never put your finger up here or thumb up here. Fingers always to the side, and you do a rocking motion. Always. If you want, you can line them up and just go. See, just line it up and go. Boop, then boop. So we just take a knife, go across the top right there, and continue with our rocking motion, back and forth, just like that. Look at that. Now for the white parts right there, you might leave a lot of vegetable on the back. So if you want, you just cut right there and you just take the white part off without taking most of your fruit off. And it's nothing but that little white chunk. Straight to the side and just go back and forth in a rocking motion. If you look at your bunch of peppers and you think, man, they're not chopped all the way. You can take it and just take your knife through and go. Just like that. And we have it in a chopped little pile. We can just go through, get any bits we have left by just going back and forth. And we grab the top of the knife because that won't cut you. Just go like that, back and forth through the little pile of unchopped or already chopped mushrooms. Now we're going to put in our vegetables. And I want a wee bit of olive oil, just a wee bit. too much because some vegetables make their own, pretty much have their own oils, and it will be pretty liquidy. But we'll just take this, put it on our hip or side, and just slide them in. Before we start the flames for our vegetables, we gotta slice our onions like I previously showed. We'll take it and just do little motions. Little seesawing motions. We go back and forth. We'll take this, mix everything around a little bit, just to get it that nice, and mix it in so the flavors mix. What? Add a little bit of Tabasco. It won't make it super hot because it actually cooks out. It just adds mostly flavor. Also take our meat from earlier and put that in there. Now, if you want, in this process, you can take a little bit of Italian seasoning if you want, because I like Italian seasoning, and just kind of sprinkle a little bit, not too much. If you want, at this point, you can also pour in just a little bit of pepper. What does any of this have to do with make an omelet? We need something in the omelet to make it tasty. Eggs. Like so. Crack them on the side of the bowl. Split it open. Now, if you want with the shells, you can temporarily just set them back in there. Crack on the side of the bowl. And just like that. We like just use a fork. You can use a whisk if you want. I find it easy to use a fork. Now, while this happens, make sure the stuff on the bottom doesn't burn. So you flip it every now and then. Take Pam spray. Always take Pam spray or butter or any type of nonstick. So your egg doesn't stick to the pan and come out all floppy and even. Let's get some more. Just pour it in real nice. Just like that. Some parsley, which I like. It just mixes really well. Oop. It mixes really well. But see, you can take a fork from earlier if you dump into one spot and just mix it around. Take your pepper and just a little bit of pepper. Now we want to put our cheese after we pour the egg. You don't want to mix your cheese in your egg, or else you might pull up your egg and cheese will be stuck to the bottom, and it will just be sticky and hard to get out, and you won't have a clean pan to use for a second omelet. Take a little bit of my meat mixture. Just, that's a nice little scoop right there. I just lay it on there. Real nice like. Check the bottom real quick. Scrape it up under there. Fold it in half. Don't be afraid to touch it, it won't burn that bad. And just lay it on a plate and turn up your heat. And there you have a perfectly cooked omelet. It's got a nice, you want your omelet to have a nice little golden taste. It's okay if it's browned a little bit, because it's just a little bit of extra crunch. And that's the end with Cooking with Levi on how to make an omelet.